So, Yasmin, sorry, I know this must be really tough for you. Can you just tell us what you're going through right now and how you're coping with the separation from Darwin?
Well, I don't think I'm so concerned about myself, but as much as concerned about him. I know that if he's away from me, he gets very stressed out, and he can barely tolerate being 5 minutes away from me. So I don't know how he's handling that. I'm not concerned about myself. I'm concerned about him.
His needs, I guess this must be traumatizing for him, being separated from the home he knows, and now he's in a sanctuary. I mean, I don't know much about monkeys, but in terms of adapting, what do you think?
I know he needs his mom. I know, first of all, he is a Japanese snow macaque, not a rhesus macaque. Japanese snow macaque, they live on their mother's back for a year, and one of the conditions when I took him over was that I would have him with me all the time. That meant taking him to the office, taking him to the gym, taking him, to stores or wherever I went. And I wanted to be that mother to him, and therefore I sacrificed, and my staff sacrificed, to make that happen, just to make him comfortable. We did everything not to separate him from me, because we believed and we saw and we felt and we were convinced with me to be around him to feel okay, to feel safe.
Now, Yasmin, is it true he was born in Montreal? How did you come across to meet Darwin?
I prefer not to comment on my source at this point.
Okay. Are you trying to get him back?
Well, we are talking to lawyers right now. I mean, we're looking for a lawyer who sees there is a case in it so that we can proceed. We do not want any frivolous claims, but we want something very solid, and we have to have legal basis at this point.
Okay, so you believe he's best at home with you and your family?
That would be the emotional side. Yes, if I'm speaking emotionally, that's how I feel.
Okay. So, I mean, what can be done? I'm sure there's other pet owners out there or people who have monkeys or whatever that may come across this situation. What can be done at this point? You're just exploring your options, I take it?
Well, whatever needs to be done must be done in the interest of Darwin and nobody else's interest. That's what I feel. And maybe we can have a Solomon type of justice in a way. Let him choose. Who does he want to be with his monkey mom, or he wants to be with his human mom?
And just quickly, the day at IKEA, were you shopping and he managed to get out?
Well, Darwin goes shopping too with me, and some stores do allow him in. IKEA would not allow him in the last time we went there, so I had asked Darwin to stay in the car, and he would normally listen and understands when he's left in the car. He knows it's going to be very brief, and he gets a cookie or something just to make him know that he's rewarded for being patient. But that day, I think he was not ready to be patient, and he has his own little mind, and he wants to do things on his own. What I was not prepared for was he would unlock his crate and open the car door. We locked it from the outside, and we believed he was perfectly safe. What I didn't realize was that the car that I came in was a car that you could easily open from the inside if even the car is locked from the outside.
Well, I guess in a way, Yasmin, that shows just how clever he is and how...
Yeah, well, he can use his hand and he opens doors. If you left your dog inside the car, the dog would not open the door and walk out. So, well, we were not prepared for that, and that's a mistake that's really costing us very dearly.
And this is your whole family affected, I'm assuming? It's not just yourself, because he is part of the family?
I think my husband is particularly crushed. The children as well, they want me to fight for him, and as I have to explain to them, there are certain legalities that we need to go through before Darwin comes back.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add? I mean, did you expect this story to become as big as it is? I mean, all the interest in it?
Well, it's like you have a child. You feel your child is so special. I've always felt that there was something in him that was unique, very unique. Wherever we went to, he actually was spotted, and he would draw a lot of attention. One time we even sneaked him to see Annie, and he had tons and tons of attention. I really freaked out, and at some point I had to kind of run out of there because he got too much attention, and we always joke that he could be a celebrity someday. But I think we meant locally, but not internationally. So yes, that did come as a surprise. But I think he so deserves it. He is absolutely wonderful, and he brought a lot of joy into our lives. He's really going to leave us very shattered.
Are you going to try to see him, or have you been able to arrange for that?
I think the sanctuary had, I've heard them on TV today for the first time saying that they've never really denied me access, but they wanted me to stay away for some time. I'm trying as hard for me to understand that, because if a child needs a mother and will scream even if I'm away for 5 minutes, it's like cold cut, it's cold turkey, and that's not right. I could have made the transition less difficult for Darwin. I was ready to go with him and sit there and help him adjust and spend many hours with him until he could adjust to his environment if they are able to convince me that they have a better environment. I don't think my home was a perfect place for Darwin. No, I don't. But he was just a baby, and we were working around it and knowing that sooner or later we would have to move out when he grew bigger, because he's expected to grow at least 4 feet tall. So it's not that we didn't know he was going to grow, and that was a question I was always asked. What are you going to do when he grows bigger? Well, we were going to move. Like, what do you do when your child grows bigger and you need a bigger place?
Right.
But yes, we would do whatever was right for him. We didn't expect him to be living in a home and be all, not having what he's supposed to have in terms of space.
Right. So you were basically going to try to find accommodations for him as the situation changed. You just didn't expect this situation to happen.
No, not so fast. No, I didn't. This was going to be coming on us so fast.